see.
Let's go, boys, and show a hand. Wakey, wakey.
Hey, Fleck, you got a joke for us today?
You got a joke for us today, huh? So he's arrested now. He got caught up after doing all that wild shit he was doing. Buddy was living his life, if we being for real. Besides him getting fucked up and beat up and shit, he did like a whole little side quest lifestyle, bro. Did comedy. He did comedy. He dated a black girl. He got on a talk show in front of live people. Got bodies. Got to ride in a. He got a free ride in a cop car. Bro was living his life. He was living it up. And now, here he is in jail.
We use music to make us whole, to balance the fractures within ourselves.
What the fuck?
I'm nobody.
What the fuck? Did he get a fan from the talk show? What the?
I haven't done anything with my life like you have.
What kind of joke is that? You don't even know him. Oh, this is about to be cinema. I cannot wait. Oh, this is about to be a movie. Did he get the full?
Let's get out of here.
Oh, they're both in jail. Okay.
What the world needs now is a little sweet love. It's the only thing.
So he got the full on. Oh, wait. How many more Jokers is there? What the fuck?
That there's just too little love. What the world is now. Sweet love.
Bro, this is gonna be fire, bro. At first I was mad. What the? At first I was mad it was a musical, but the way it's looking so far, I don't know. I'm here for it. What the? Bro, I look. We had this argument when the movie first came out. I'm sorry. We'll get back to the trailer. We had this argument when the movie first came out, right? The first one. I said this Joker is better than the other Joker. I get it. People love the explosions. The acting was phenomenal. I get it. But this Joker, I don't know. It just made me feel awkward and weird. Like, I've never had a movie make me feel uncomfortable, bro. Besides that one movie about Selena, the Hispanic, when her, the Selena movie, that kind of made me feel sad. That was like the only other movie that made me feel sad. But this was like, I felt uncomfortable. I felt weirded out. I was like, yo, the acting, I felt like this is like, right? I feel like this is real life. I feel like anybody could be this Joker. This Joker felt realistic. It felt scary. His acting was crazy. I was scared of white people. Like, this Joker is the best Joker. I don't care. All the other Jokers never made me feel like that. Like, I just felt entertained, cool, whatever. This one, I had all the emotions, bro. He's the best Joker. I don't care. I'm dying on that hill. I'm sorry.
Tell us, what's changed?
Hopefully they follow up and give us a good second, because we all know how second movies go. Once they start doing more and more movies, it gets worse and worse, but we'll see.
Are there?
I'll tell you what's changed. I'm not alone anymore. That's what we should be talking about.
Was that real blood? Was that real blood? Don't tell me she just took her period blood. Don't tell me she just took period blood and just wiped it on her lip. See, I'm already feeling uncomfortable. With these two, I gotta think of the worst. Because who would just smear period blood on their lips? White people. But, like, who would just do that? Just randomly out of...
I want to see the real you.
Bro, this is gonna be fire, bro. Like, how do you think of that? How do you think of this? 10 for I will be there. I haven't wanted. I've never craved to be in the movie theater in so long. I'm there. Look at the font. This font is cool too. I'm there. What? Come on, man. Like, how do you even think of this shit? How do you think of this shit? How do you think of
I
this?
want to see the real you.
Bro. I'm watching this day one. I'm watching this day one. Day one. I haven't been a day one ass nigga since probably, what's the one movie with the purple guy killed all the superheroes with the snap? Had Spider-Man looking stupid, looking like a little bitch. Sir, I don't want to die, sir. What movie is that with? I seen both of those first days. I was like, okay. Infinity War, I ain't gonna lie, Infinity War was good. Yeah, Mr. Stark gonna feel so good. I swear to you, that was the first time. I think that was the first time. Y'all know me though. I've always said that. I've always wanted to see the villain win. Like, you never see the villain win, bro. And that was like the first time. I was shocked. I was like, damn, they're not gonna end the movie like this, right? That was also a good movie. That was the last time I watched something like day one, I think, in theater. You two, what was the last movie y'all watched day one in the theater, bro? Day one. Like, the theater is sold out. Day one. I'm here for this. Look at this man. How the fuck do you, like, it don't even look like the lipstick is on the fucking window. It looks like it's on him. Endgame. This was traumatic. It was traumatic. Because I ain't gonna lie, I was like, they're not gonna end the movie like this. Y'all stop crying. Like, I'm hearing people cry in the theater. People are gasping for air. Like, I've never heard a gasp for air in real life until I saw that movie. People were like crying. I heard a lady crying. No! I was like, damn, they really into that shit like that. It's crazy. Can they top that, by the way? Can they top that movie? I don't think they can top that. Like, that feeling, that was one of those feelings you had to be there, bro. I think, like, all those movies built up for that. I don't think we're ever gonna get that type of feeling in the theater for another, like, Marvel movie, bro. Like, how do you top that? Literally, half the superheroes was gone just like that. How do you top that feeling? I don't know. That was another good movie. I'm not really a movie person, but I know that movie had me like, damn, that's crazy. Joker as well. Damn, that was fucked up. I'm here. And I don't even own DVDs, but I might be one of those DVD guys. I gotta get the first Joker. I gotta get a poster of this shit. All right, let me stop dick riding, as you young kids say. That was a good. I like the trailer. And even before that, they posted. Even before that, they had posted like a. They had posted like, I seen it on Twitter. They had posted a video of him just standing there laughing. I tried to find that one first. I couldn't find it. He was just sitting there laughing. I'm like, what the fuck is this? Put the movie on the iPod. Yeah, we gotta put it on the iPod. Facts. We gotta put it on the iPod.
Welcome back to New Rockstars. I'm Eric Voss, and this is a breakdown for the first trailer for Jockey Folia 2. Folia 2 means a delusion.
I've seen that since Endgame.
Mental illness shared by two people.
It was a plotting.
Close association.
Should I watch Dune tonight, or should I actually like get back to work?
This
and
CinemaCon trailer gives us our real first look at
do
Lady
shit I'm supposed to do
as Harley Quinn in this standalone universe take on the Joker character. Of course, a sequel from the award-winning 2019 film from director Todd Phillips. This looks like it's going to be a pretty.
What's the director name? Todd Phillips. Is there any other movies Todd Phillips directed that I should know about?
From the mere fact that it is a kind of musical. But you know what? Musicals are great, folks. We wouldn't have the cinema industry without the popularity of movie musicals in the 50s and 60s. And I'm kind of sad to see that they've gone out of style.
Yeah, fuck the musicals. We don't give a fuck.
Joker 2 is bringing it back. All right, let's break down what we see in
the only musical that I kind of want to watch. I don't know what it is lately, but I just want to watch Mulan. I don't know.
Trailer. It opens with a
I'm in the mood to watch Mulan.
prison guard opening Arthur Fleck's cell and asking, "Hey Fleck, you got a joke for
that
us?"
one song where you're the saddest bunch I've ever met, or something. comes true. How can I make a man out of? I love that song. I don't know what it is. I just love that song. Todd Phillips, it dropped The Hangover. He made The Hangover?
Us today. Notice his cell number looks like it's E230, and he has his own private cell. Just a quick recap of the 2019 film. Arthur Fleck was a mentally unstable clown and aspiring stand-up comedian.
He made Project. No fucking wonder I like that movie. Chat, if y'all could have seen me watch Project X, I was hooked to the screen. Project X is in my top 28 movies of all time. Don't ask me on the spot what my other movies are, but just know Project X is in there. I love Project X. He was part of making it. Shit, his genius rubbed off. He
lives with his mother in 1981 Gotham City, and because of, federal deregulation of the safety net, he loses his healthcare coverage. He has a specific condition where he is unable to stop his laughing fits. He idolizes the late-night comedian Murray Franklin, played by Robert De Niro, which was Todd Phillips referencing the Martin Scorsese movie The King of Comedy, as well as the Martin Scorsese movie Taxi Driver. Arthur is attacked by
what the fuck was going on in that backseat?
3 drunk investment bankers, and he violently lashes out in defense and he shoots them, but one of the guys he just straight up kills out of rage. Thomas Wayne, father to Bruce Wayne, is running for mayor and he condemns these attacks, but it ends up stirring this controversial movement in favor of someone fighting back against the rich, and clown masks start appearing all over the city and trolling Thomas at his events. Arthur ends up believing from a letter from his mother Penny that Thomas Wayne could be his biological father, and he ends up creeping on young Bruce Wayne on the
Imagine being a parent and you just see a random man fisting your child's face, bro. Bro, I'd be upset.
family estate, and Alfred Pennyworth gets in his face. Arthur ends up confronting Thomas at a theater, and Thomas...
So do you think eventually in this guy's world will actually get like an actual Batman? Do y'all think like that would ever happen?
Denies it, but Arthur submits a tape to Murray Franklin, who airs it on his show in order to mock him, calling him a joker. And Arthur learns from Arkham Records that Penny was actually Thomas's housekeeper and was mentally unstable herself and had a violent boyfriend who abused Arthur, sticking his face against a radiator. Arthur ends up smothering his mother. We learn that Arthur's relationship with Sophie, Zazie Beetz, throughout the movie was all a figment of his imagination. Arthur ends up getting invited to Murray's show.
Wait. Nigga, I asked for Joker 2 trailer, not a Joker 1 recap. What are we doing, new Rockstar?
Apologize to him, but Arthur ends up spiraling. He murders his former co-worker who used to make fun of him and torture him, Randall, but spares his buddy Gary. He flees the detectives after dancing down some steps to a Gary Glitter classic track. So Joker fever has taken over the city. He goes on Murray's show and demands to be introduced as the Joker, and he admits on TV to killing the men and defends his actions to Murray. And then he shoots Murray in front of the cameras. He ends up fleeing into the city and then standing above his praising supporters, and it's implied that one of these rioters are the ones who killed the Waynes, leaving Bruce alone in the alley. But the film ends with Arthur suddenly in a mental ward laughing about a joke that he refuses to tell the doctor about, and he walks away with bloody footprints and he flees the orderlies. Director Todd Phillips said that he intentionally left it ambiguous as to whether Arthur becomes the Joker of the traditional Batman stories or it inspires a separate character. The Joaquin Phoenix believes that Arthur is actually the Joker from a Batman universe. Many also debated whether all these events might have taken place inside of Arthur's mind, like the movie Fight Club. And when we talked about this movie 5 years ago,
I remember when they brought up that like thought that everything was fake. I was hoping it would not be that, because that would piss me off. That he's like, just imagine that whole shit.
Pointed at clues.
You can't do it like that.
On clocks in the final scene match.
What the fuck happened to his finger?
Another major scene where Arthur was just randomly shown banging his head against a wall, and one of the few other scenes where things were this bright and this white. So the music in this trailer is What the World Needs Now, which was originally composed by Burt Bacharach and popularized by Jackie DeShannon back in 1965. Now, this version of What the World Needs Now is Love, Sweet Love is the voice of Tom Jones and Sammy Davis Jr. And that's why it kind of sounds like this guy's about to break into Bomb Bomb. What's new, pussycat? We see guards escorting a rain-soaked Arthur down the cell block. Presumably this is after that shot of him maniacally laughing in the rain in the exercise yard. He passes and locks,
all right, GLB, easy, my boy.
Locks eyes with Harley Quinn, Lady Gaga, singing in a music class. We must ask ourselves, is she real? Because this Joker just has a very delicate relationship with reality, and who knows? Everything we see her in this movie might just be something that's inside of his mind. I choose to believe that she is real.
I hope she's real. I hope this freak stops imagining fake women
Or at
in his
least-
life, just like the rest of Twitch
as
world.
real as anything is in this movie. But I asked, what did Harley do to get into this facility? Because originally Harley Quinn's backstory is as an employee at Arkham Hospital, Dr. Harleen Quinzel, who falls in love with the Joker and allows him to kind of drive her crazy. And love it or hate it, there's always been, you know, something a bit problematic about this relationship, which the Margot Robbie take on the character actually embraced and addressed in Birds of Prey in a way that I really, really liked. But again, I don't think Lady Gaga's version of Harley Quinn is meant to replace what Margot Robbie did. It's clearly just doing its own very, very weird thing. We hear a voiceover saying, we use music to make us whole, to balance the fractures in ourselves. But
Okay.
Todd Phillips at CinemaCon on Tuesday evening said that he didn't want to call this movie a musical. What he said was, quote, I like to say it's a movie where music is an essential element. To me, that doesn't
So it's a musical.
too far from the first film. One of the first ways I describe the character is that he has music in him. He has a lot of grace to him. It's different, but it will make sense when you see it. So make of that what you will. In this shot, Arthur gazes up and the umbrellas now suddenly change color. Blue, yellow, orange, red.
So what does that mean?
Colors of Murray Franklin's set. Seems like Arthur is just now imagining himself in like Singing in the Rain. By the way, Singing in the Rain, all-time best movie musical, starring Debbie Reynolds, who was Carrie Fisher's mother. And in my deep dive of Alien, I made the case that Ripley singing You Are My Lucky Star in the final scene to calm herself as she attacked the Xenomorph was kind of a meta reference by Sigourney Weaver, who had auditioned for Princess Leia, lost the part to Carrie Fisher, but still had respect for these women, blazing a trail for her to be able to be cast in the best sci-fi series of all time, because we have to acknowledge that it would be crazy for Wayland Yutani.
What movie is this? What he say? He said the best sci-fi movie of all time. Oh, Star Wars.
But still had respect for these women, blazing a trail for her to be
That's not Star Wars. What is this?
able to be cast in the best sci-fi series of all time, because we have to acknowledge that it would be crazy for Wayland Yutani long-haul truckers in the year 2122 to still know a movie musical from the 1950s. Now, this shot is definitely an homage to the 1964 musical film The Umbrellas of Cherbourg, and I feel like we're gonna get references to a lot of different movie musicals in this film. Now, according to an IndieWire article, much of this sequel is reportedly taking place within Arkham Asylum. It's gonna be a pretty confined movie, though apparently the budget is somewhere between $150 and $200 million.
It's crazy how much movies cost to make. What the fuck? 100? What? 150?
We see some shots of Harley Quinn on the outside walking up these same steps that Arthur would walk up every day before he
So are they trying to say she's crazy too? She's getting fucked by this world too?
ended up getting incarcerated. So maybe we're going to replay the events of the first film and see that she has had her eye on him since before he was infamous. Then we get this beautiful musical shot that looks like it's from the 2002 movie Chicago, where a spotlight is on Murray while he's in his Joker makeup, and right on the piano, pling, high notes, an additional light flickers on to Arthur's front side, lighting up his microphone. Back in Arkham while watching a movie, Harley leans over to Arthur and whispers, let's get out of here. And I imagine it's kind of like the scene in Shawshank Redemption, and they're just watching some classic movie for like recreation time. Could be like any musical, right? Fred Astaire, Ginger Roger classic, maybe something Cole Porter. Then Arthur and Harley meet each other on a stage with multicolored windows in the building flats behind them, and then a massive moon, and they begin to waltz. We later see this set at 1:41, and it's the top of the Hotel Arkham, where there is vacancy, which I think is just a fun reflection on how Arkham Asylum always just has open cell blocks. It's really just a revolving door facility for Gotham's Rogues Gallery. And right on the part of the song where it goes, what the world needs now, we cut on the same dance move to them now just waltzing in the street. So they will get out of prison, and we will see how as we continue through this trailer. Arthur runs down the same street that we saw him running down in the 2019 film. He's chased by two members of the Joker gang. The further one back almost looks exactly like
That's what I said when we first watched. I'm like, wait, that's the same exact
he did when he was in his red
Fit.
suit. But the first runner gets hit by a police car, and you have to wonder, is he really running from anyone, or is he really just running from projections of himself? Then we see this talk show set that looks like Murray Franklin's set, but the lights now reveal Joker and Harley, which might be within Arthur's fantasy, or who knows, maybe in this world they really did just take over the studio. We see Harley painting the Harlequin lines down her eyebrows and her cheeks, and it kind of feels like the unhinged moment when Arthur in the 2019 film painted his face and then just like pulled his cheeks up into a smile. And I think it's interesting that this trailer ends with this amazing shot of Arthur forcing his face into a smile drawn by Harley Quinn. There's some just incredible symbolism in this. This video is sponsored by Blue Chew.
Blue
What you
Chew.
get for the cost. This is medical package. And see.
I'm not sponsored, so
See
yeah.
your-
Sorry, Rockstars.
and then Arthur would perform. Look like, they thank Blue Chew for sponsoring our channel. Then there's a jazzy nightclub where Arthur and Harley look like, they could be in something out of Spider-Man 3. But this could be the actual stand-up club that Arthur would perform at. A quick shot of Arthur laughing as he's dragged down the hall. And then Harley Quinn in her final form outfit, this red blazer with makeup Harley Quinn diamonds on either side of her eyes. She walks up the steps of the courthouse, and check out these signs in the crowd.
Free Joker, free Joker. Guilty charged. It's a lot of clown mask in the justice for Joker.
Arthur Fleck killed something. Gotham Forever, Joker. Then like a Christian cross, a sign that says resist, and then
There's no sign that says free Diddy.
Reaper sickle. Then we see Steve Coogan playing some kind of reporter asking, "Tell us what changed, Arthur," which kind of feels like maybe a Melvin Belli reporter, like in Zodiac, when he's like trying to psychoanalyze the Zodiac over a TV broadcast. Arthur and Harley dance down the courthouse steps, reenacting Arthur's iconic dance in the 2019 film. But then notice this newspaper: free on all charges. Oh my god. So presumably Arthur will convince the judge or the jury that he killed Murray on live TV, by the way, out of self-defense, or that maybe there was
This scene's got to be in his head because there's just no way he gets out of it's just live TV domed him. There's no way he gets free out of that.
some other kind of problem with the case, but he was on TV. We all saw it happen. Is he gonna argue that this was some kind of like mass delusion and that it's gonna work? Maybe arguing that everyone in Gotham is so crazy that they view a plain in sight murder as possibly justified? Also, I love this detail. On the right in this crowd, it looks like there's a guy dressed up as Prince, which is perfect because of course Prince recorded music for the 1989 Tim Burton Batman film, and that was part of the big reason it was such a huge hit during the summer of Batmania. And then this shot where Arthur is cuffed in the back seat of this truck as he's brought into what seems like his trial. There is a Joker masked guy behind him banging on the back window, and that kind of looks like one of the masks from the opening heist sequence in Christopher Nolan's Dark Knight. That's the one who goes, "Where did you learn how to count?" Then we see another stage set with a curvy white path leading to a wedding chapel. We see bridesmaids like the singers in Little Shop of Horrors. Ring bearer, though, on the right is Gary, Arthur's fellow co-worker whom he killed Randall in front of in the 2019 movie. And poor Gary, he was so traumatized. Two shots of Arthur and Harley kissing, and then Arthur beats up someone with a stool in a nightclub. Notice how he never lets go of the microphone. So I wonder if that microphone is kind of like the way he gets in and out of the fantasy. And if he lets go of the microphone, the fantasy drops. Then we see rioters and looters throwing a trash bin through the window of a TV repair shop.
Son is in our
Arthur's on
hearts.
screens. Harley and Arthur run hand in hand away from a fire that I assume they started in this place. Then this explosion rocks the press conference, and you know a lot of these reporters would not have made it. There's like TV news cameras. What the hell happened here? Gotham is going to be set ablaze.
What the Yo, I told you I'm not really a movie person, but I'm there day one. What the fuck? Ace in the hole? Oh yeah, I'm give me my tickets. How much y'all think this costs?
I'm really worried. Harley points a gun.
Popcorn. Except I'm hoping it's one of those y'all seen that Dune special popcorn shit? I'm just gonna pull up with that, to be honest, and watch that movie.
While he's on stage,
I'm in there.
This is like part of their act. But notice this shot at 1:51. Harley smears blood on her lips, and this is a courtroom, folks. You can see lawyers and their paperwork on the desk. This might be during Arthur's trial. I really think that of all the movie musicals that this movie might be based on, they're going to be pulling from the 2002 film Chicago, based on the original Bob Fosse musical back from the 70s. This is one of the all-time best movie musicals. It might be like the last time a movie musical has won Best Picture. And deservedly so. It's an important film that everyone should see, that takes a character who clearly shot someone in cold-blooded murder but was able to just
spoiler. Maybe I never watched Chicago before. You just spoiling
the
shit.
Justice system enough to get off. It basically
I was about to watch that.
A trial in a courtroom into like a three-ring circus, a vaudevillian variety show, as this musical satirizes corruption within the justice system and the way the media converges with it. I really think this movie is kind of like a perfect way to do that now that, you know, we are seeing trials of people who claim they could kill someone in the middle of Fifth Avenue and get away with it. But I love how this trailer ends with Harley drawing the lipstick in a smiley face that lines up with Arthur's cheek, and Joaquin leans back and forces this smile that fits perfectly into it. I have to wonder how many times did they have to do this take to get it to line up perfectly like this? Like Arthur is bending himself to fit into Harley's image of happiness rather than the other way around. Just think about how complex it would be to line this up perfectly. One actor drawing just a smiley face freehand on a pane, and another one just knowing where the camera is lined up and the focal range, and then just nailing it just with a facial expression alone. Like, that's how precise Joaquin Phoenix is when it comes to control of his own face. Actually, in order to pull off this shot, I bet what they did is they put a monitor within Joaquin Phoenix's eye line behind Lady Gaga, showing the exact camera position so that wherever Lady Gaga drew the smile, he could just lean back into it and kind of keep his eyes focused where it should be and see where he was. But that's still really, really hard to do. And just putting this shot in the trailer shows off the kind of technical precision that Todd Phillips and his cinematographer Lauren Scher are going for in this movie. These guys are not fucking around. And it's interesting because other than Joker, these guys are not really
These guys aren't fucking around.
known for prestige cinema, but they are really upping their game here. And yes, the framing of the shot does remind me of Robert Pattinson.
I ain't never heard of him cuss. You see how excited new Rockstars is? We ain't ever heard of him cussing some shit like this. I gotta watch it day one. We never heard him cuss. I've never, out of all the little recasts we watched, I've never heard a beep from him. I've never heard one of those. Never.
Pattinson's Batman interrogating the Riddler in the 2022 Batman film. You know the scene from the infamous New Rockstars thumbnail. Does he know? For this movie, I feel like our thumbnail is going to be like, is she real? James Gunn, who is now overseeing all the DC movies, confirmed that while some upcoming DCU films will have Elseworlds branding, Joker 2 will not be part of that Elseworlds.
Oh, see, I just asked that at the beginning of the video. I'm like, do y'all think he will like eventually get his own Batman? But I guess it's just their own little thing they got going on. I'm not mad at it. I don't want to see a full series from them. No way. I'm cool with this. I'm happy with this. I'm satisfied.
Branding and should really be seen as a completely standalone film. Now,
I like
there's
it.
some reporting from Variety that we may see 15 songs on the track list, and that insiders described it as like a jukebox musical, and that there's going to be 15 reinterpretations of very well-known songs. And one of them is said to be That's Entertainment from the 1953 musical The Bandwagon that was famously associated with Judy Garland. So obviously this is kind of a love story between Joker and Harley Quinn as they kind of La La Land their way into La La Land.
How much damage can these two cause in one movie? I cannot wait to see. What fucked up shit can they do? How long y'all think this movie gonna be? Like another hour, 30 minutes, hour 20, 40?
But I want to know from you, are we going to see young Bruce Wayne part of this story? Is he coming back? Comment down below with your reactions to this trailer. Are you excited for this film?
Hell yeah!
I love movie musicals, even if they're jukebox
Hell yeah, I'm excited.
Let's not forget that what made the release of The Dark Knight such a huge weekend for all of movies everywhere was that the other movie in the movie theaters was Mamma Mia. That was the original Barbenheimer, folks. Comment down below with your thoughts and follow New Rockstar.
Speaking of Heimer, I gotta watch Oppenheimer. I have yet to watch that. I think I'll do that tonight. Anywho, YouTube, let me know if you feel excited for Joker 2. Put it down below and let me know. Like, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff. Yeah. Thank you.
My baby, it didn't matter where you had no furniture, only a bed on the floor. I believed in you. Look what I seen in you, nigga. You bugging. Tighter than me, only family and cousins. Ooh, you let it go, there you go running. Think of all the times you tell me I'm bugging. Conversation is enough for discussion. Yeah, me losing my shit. All this confusion and shit. Wow, giving you love and you letting me down. Looking for loyalty out of my now.